I think it's such a shock to the system right now, so I'm not really. Of course, it's every pole is important, but particularly with Sebastian being back where he is, we've got to try and maximise tomorrow. I think the Ferraris are going to be strong. I think the Red Bulls might be even stronger. But their race run yesterday was very strong, so we shall see.
You say Ferrari look good, Red Bull look good. How hard is the fight going to be tomorrow?
Well, you know, my first race here, Kimi was hunting me down the whole bloody race, right until the bloody finish line. So it's kind of deja vu at the moment. But I'm older, more experienced, fitter, so hopefully this time it won't be as difficult as it was back then.
I don't think yes, I had some lock-up, but I don't think it cost off a lot. Yes, you can always improve. I don't think you're never gonna have or ever gonna have a perfect lap. There's always places that you could have to go a little bit better here and there, but it's the best that we could do today. It doesn't matter where our two cars are, so the aim is always to do the fastest race that we can. Both cars. It was very unfortunate for him, and I'm sure he will make a good race from there tomorrow.
Long run down to the first corner. It's a long first corner. Going to keep your nose clean?
I always try, but so far my Sundays haven't been that good. So let's see what happens. So far, always the Saturdays I was a happy guy, and then on Sunday everything changes. So hopefully this time, we can just have a clean race. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day where you finish, but no incidents, no failures, and then for sure, I'm sure that we can have a good race.
Yeah, I think to be half a second off pole, we can't really ask for much more than that, especially kind of, Lewis and the Mercedes around here. It's always pretty strong, so I think we're pretty happy with that. Obviously, half a tenth from Max, it's never nice. It's been half a tenth a few too many times, but anyway, it is what it is, and I think generally we got the most out of the car today.
Team struggled to understand the car with the upgrade package yesterday. You chose to stay with it. Lewis reverted to the original. He's on pole, you're fifth. The right choice?
Well, easy to say afterwards, but if I could do the qualifying again, for sure would go for the other package. But for sure we need to review everything. We need to see what are the actual differences. But obviously, gap in Q3 was huge.
As soon as we put the car down this weekend, with all the work we did during the week to analyze what was wrong in Singapore, it was just working very well. It was near where it needed to be. And I think in this qualifying, we still didn't got it perfect, but it's almost there.
The whole qualifying session was really good for us. I mean, the moment I hit the road, didn't really make any mistakes. Put all the laps more or less together, and I think to qualify seventh here on the circuit like this is probably as good as it gets.
But to be honest, I'm quite happy. It's been a struggle all weekend long for us. We didn't find the balance in the car, and we didn't really have the speed. So things were not looking so great going into qualifying, and we didn't really think we were going to make it into Q3, and then it turned out to be better, so I'm actually quite pleased with that. So let's be happy with P8 for today and try a little bit more tomorrow.
A good step forward, but we are P10 today. We struggling even to go into Q3. Sebastian will come from last, and will move forward. So to remain in the top 10 is going to be difficult.
A bit disappointed. I expect to be in the Q3. Definitely didn't work exactly the way I expected.
You think it'll be a close fight tomorrow? You think points are on the cards?
I think it'll be a big fight tomorrow with some teams. So we'll try everything we can.
I'm not displeased. I think 12th's okay. I wanted to be in the top 10, but like I said, it's a couple of tenths making a big difference in the end.
We are still very far off Q3 now. I think it was 3-4 tenths. So some work to do there. Yeah, we definitely expected maybe a bit more.
First Formula One qualifying performance, and what a Q1. Top 10, that must have felt great.
Yeah, definitely. Q1 was really good. I felt confident with the car. I think we made really good progress between P3 and quali. So really happy about Q1. Fortunately, we could not make a step big enough in Q2. But I think overall it was a positive first qualifying.
Tomorrow, a long race, very hot. Weather can be tricky, so let's try to get the best as we did in Singapore, and hopefully score some points.
Not competitive, I guess. So tough for us, but it's how it is.
How hard is this going to make tomorrow? How hard is it going to make the championship?
I don't know. Tomorrow should be obviously a little bit more exciting then. I think it's a shame because the car is quick, so I think today we could have got pole, but you never know what can happen tomorrow. So I'm fairly open-minded, and then focus on the race and not what whatever that means for the year, for the points, whatever. I mean, as I said, step by step.